This is Robert with Pioneer Smokehouses, and today I'm going to give you a demo of the Nordic Ware personal size stovetop smoker. What this is meant for is to use at home on your stove indoors. Now, of course, you want to make sure that you use good ventilation, crack a window, and turn on your overhead vent fan. If you don't have an overhead vent fan, I would recommend not using it indoors. That's why I'm outside, because I don't have one. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn on my induction cooktop. I looked on the listing, and the listing said that it would work on an induction. While I've never used it before, I thought today was a great time to test it while you were here with me. Now, what I have here is some Cameron's fine wood chips, and I use both their pecan and their maple, mostly when I'm doing bacon. And I'm going to go ahead and pour some in there. I'll go ahead and pour it in there, and then I will show it to you. And you can see it's smoking already. There it is right there. And I'll center it up again. When you lift it off the induction cooktop, it senses it and shuts itself off. So now we're going again. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and insert this pan. And this is a water pan that comes with it. If you want to put other liquids in, you can. And I'm just going to put it in there and center it up. I'm not going to put anything in there, but what I like to do is I like to leave it in there so it catches any drippings. This is the actual food pan, and I'm going to set that in there, and then I'm going to explain something to you. When I'm doing something like salmon, I will set in a baking rack right in the middle there and let it sit on top of that, because I like how it gets better circulation. Smoke is coming off really good now. We have a lot of wind today. What I'm going to do for the demo is I'm going to put in some bacon that I want to double smoke for a recipe of macaroni and cheese. I'm just going to go ahead, put that in there. I think we need to lower the induction cooktop just a little bit because we're getting a lot of smoke. Now, the listing says that it's good for 400 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and show this to you again. And you can see it sitting in there. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the top on. I have the vent open to maximum. Always leave all of my vents open to maximum unless there's some kind of environmental factor like really cold weather. Other than that, it stays open. I took a 15-second break to get a breath of fresh air. But you can see the smoke is coming right out of there. We do have a thermometer in here that we can monitor. It does take it a minute to catch up, but it is going along. And since it is cold outside, we might not actually be able to get a decent reading on this. But what we're really trying to do is give another layer of smoke to this bacon. And again, this is just for you to see that this thing smokes and works. And look at it go. We are a little windy outside today. I think that if I put this over here, that it'll slow down the wind just a little bit. Don't do that at home, but with the induction cooktop, that's safe. With a regular cooktop, not at all. Gonna go ahead and lift this off so you can get another look at it. I'm gonna go ahead and step to the side a little bit so you can watch this thing smoke for a minute. All we're doing here is adding a layer of smoke. What I normally use this for in the house is to put salmon on, get a little layer of smoke on it, and then toss it in the oven. Again, I don't have a hood vent, so I can't run this very long, but I can run it on the side burner of my grill, which is right outside of my kitchen door. Works perfect there. You can see it going. And I'm going to try to pop up a little bit of a reel here so you can check that out on my side burner and you can see it working there too. I'll go ahead and lift this up, and we're starting to get a reading on the thermometer there. We really want to get this up into the 225 range and hit it with that smoke. And then when we go to add it to our macaroni and cheese, it'll be double smoked bacon. I'm going to give that a little stir. Trying to keep it in the middle a little bit so the oils will drop down into that water pan, and then I'll be able to catch it all there and dispose of it. Now, if you wanted to, you could put in like a piece of foil or something in there and line that with it, but you do want to make sure you leave a good bit of space around the edges. Now I'm going to go ahead and let that smoke, and then I'll toss it in the frying pan and cook it up to finish it before I put it in my macaroni and cheese. So check out this picture here. You'll see it in the frying pan and you'll see how it's done. I'm going to actually taste a piece or two because there's a little more than I need for my smoky macaroni and cheese with bacon. So check this out. If you have a good hood vent in your house, or you have a propane grill with a side burner, this might be a good option for you to have a miniature smoker.